Hello and welcome our beloved viewers to RTD's News English Edition. As usual, we'll begin tonight's news with the major and top highlights. Let's follow. The President of the Republic returned to the country at the end of an official visit to Mogadishu. President Gele declared of the highest medal in Somalia by the Somali president. And on the international scene, the internal genre of football is dead. Pele. Those were our major top highlights. Welcome back to our newsroom, our beloved viewers. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, returned this Friday noon to the country at the end of an official visit of 48 hours that, at the invitation of his Somali counterpart Mr. Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, he made in Mogadishu, the Somali capital, placed under the sign of strengthening relations of brotherhood, friendship and cooperation. This official visit of President Guelleh to Mogadishu gave all the guarantees of a fruitful trip and likely to inject a new dynamic in the already privileged relations of exchange and collaboration between the two countries and the brotherly peoples. The identification of new strategic partnerships between the two countries and the decision for them to understand from now on the challenge specific to this part of the world through this integrated prism of the mutualization of provisions constitute, among others, the flagship resolutions adopted in the framework of the official visit of the Djiboutian president to Somalia. On his arrival at Djibouti International Airport, President Guelleh was welcomed by the Prime Minister, Mr. Abdelkader Kamel Mohammed, and senior government officials, including the country's top civilian and military officials. The President of Somalia, His Excellency Mr. Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, offered a dinner at the Villa in Somalia in honor of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh. On his arrival, the President, accompanied by his Somali counterpart, were warmly welcomed by members of the Somali government, representatives of parliaments, and senior civilian and military officials. Traditional songs and dances were performed by Somali artistic groups. It is with a friendly atmosphere that the President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, made an official visit of 48 hours in Mogadishu, capital of Somalia. In a statement by the Somali President, reiterated his thanks to his Djiboutian counterpart for their tireless efforts for peace and security in Somalia, adding that Djibouti will remain a privileged and a constant ally of Somalia in the legitimate determination of this sister nation to regain its former permanent status on the regional, continental, as well as the international scene. In this speech, the Somali president said that the visit of the president of Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh in Mogadishu is a reflection of the immeasurable brotherhood linking our two countries.
لبيا نبر لقى شراي لتعالينا عمر شعالينا عمر بدن شرا ربي قنشني لتعالينا الله تعالينا شربيو لبيا نبر لقى شراي لتعالينا عمر شعالينا عمر بدن شرا ربي قنشني لتعالينا الله تعالينا
guushaan idinku madaxda u tihiin dhammaan muxubiya farax maankiyo maskaxdiyo qalbiga jirkooda kuma axyayin jirkooda kuma
The President of Somalia, Mr. Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, awarded a Medal of Honor to the President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Umar Agelle. This Medal of Honor is the highest distinction in the Somali National Order of Merit. The awarding of this prestigious mark of retribution made to the President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Umar Agelle, occurred at the Villa Somalia at the end of an official dinner given by the Somali President in honor of his Djiboutian counterpart who, at the head of a high-level delegation of his country. This award to the President of the Republic is the mark of a deep recognition of the Somali people of the role of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Umar Agelle, to defend the Somali cause in regional and international forums for the reconstruction of Somalia and strengthen peace and security in Somalia, he said in substance. In a speech delivered at the gala dinner held in honor of the President of the Republic and members of delegation, the Somali President Mr. Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud stressed the importance of this visit, which mainly reflects the depth of frontier relations and joint cooperation between Djibouti and Mogadishu. With his current visit to Somalia, President Ismail Umar Agelle has given us the opportunity to meet at the palace, added the Somali President. In his brief speech, the Somali President took this opportunity to salute the unwavering support that his country receives from the Republic of Djibouti. The two countries have supported and helped each other during the independence of Djibouti. Somalia has supported the Republic of Djibouti, and today it is the Republic of Djibouti which brings its important support to the Republic of Somalia for peace and stability and development, recorded Mr. Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud. We pay great tribute to the gratitude of the Republic of Djibouti, and we will contribute to affirm its leading role in supporting Somalia in all regional and international forums, said President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud. For his part, the President of the Republic, Mr. Ismail Umar Agelle, expressed his thanks to his counterpart for the warm welcome and hospitality reserved for him and the delegation that accompanied him. We have come to our home and to our dear families. We see positive developments since the re-election of the president, Mr. Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, said the head of state. President Ismail Omar Guelleh said that the Republic of Djibouti has once again supported and welcomed the re-election of President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, calling on him and his collaborators to work in coordination and cooperation. Somalia today needs solidarity more than ever, such as the strengthening of unity in order to counteract the groups aiming to destabilize. At the end of his brief speech, the head of state expressed his hope that Somalis will succeed in achieving the desired goals, stressing the paramount importance of maintaining independence. Long live Djibouti-Somali relations, long live frontier ties, long live development and progress that have been made, concluded His Excellency. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, in the presence of his counterpart, the Somali President Mr. Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, received this afternoon at the Somalia Villa about 20 young orphan girls of the Bondere School. The construction of this school for young orphans was financed by the President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh. Integrated in 2015, this school for orphans has its main idea to provide not only decent education for the benefit of these orphans, but also to benefit from a series of workshops to these vulnerable girls. During the meeting, the President of Somalia took the floor to reiterate his thanks to his counterpart, the President of Djibouti, Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, for funding the construction of the school, which has a pioneering role in the education and training of these young girls. The objective is to promote a better reintegration of these young orphans through their education and their insertion in training and workshop. The President of the port, Mr. Abubakar Umar Hadi, received this morning at the International Tower of Djibouti the Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, representative of the United States of America for the 5th Congressional District of Minnesota. During the meeting, discussions focused on economic, logistical, and ecological progress, including the development of solar and tidal energy. The refinery, petrometallics, and the transformation of our historic port were also mentioned. Mrs. Ilhan Omar followed a presentation. During this presentation, she exchanged with Mr. Hadi the existing investment opportunities in Djibouti. In addition, the Congresswoman Ilhan Omar visited the SGTD, the DMP, and the DIFTZ. Part of his participation in the International Conference on Laws, Regulations, Legislation, Policies, and Language Planning, the Djiboutian the member of the Arab Parliament, Mr. Ali Zaid Al-Shadili, handed over a commemorative shield offered by the President of the National Assembly, Mr. Mohammed Ali Hamad, to the President of the Arab Parliament, Mr. Adil bin Abdurrahman Al-Asumi. This gift reflects the depth of bilateral relations and fruitful cooperation between the Djiboutian Parliament and the Arab Parliament, which recently honored the President of the Republic with the Commander's Medal, the highest honors and appreciation which the Arab Parliament presents to the leaders of Arab countries. The Djiboutian Member Parliament, Mr. Ali Zaid Al-Shadili, delivered a speech at the conference in which he noted that attention is participatory responsibility that everyone must assume. In his speech, he focused on the complexities of the Arab language, which constitutes an impenetrable wall against the phenomena in terms that are intrusive to the Arabic language. Mr. Ali Zaid Al-Shadili, which is also a member of the Arab Parliament, took this opportunity to stress the importance of establishing an undefined Arabic a strategy for the development of Arabic language complexes and the exchange of experiences. It is worth noting that the world celebrates the International Day of the Arabic Language on December 18 of every year. This Thursday ended at the CFEEF, a series of very diversified trainings with various audience from preschool to general and technical education. They focus on the use of new tablets for teachers of first, second, and third years, teachers and headmasters of school in Refuge Village, and new headmasters and directors in office since this year, and new educational advisors. These trainings were intended for teachers of the base, pedagogical advisors, headmasters of schools in Refuge Village, and new principals and directors in office since this year. The week-long event at the CFEEF was attended by the hundreds of teachers and school leaders as well as the trainers. This training allowed the heads of school to become familiar with the techniques of management, the realization of the educational project of school. Let us know that the Minister Mustafa Muhammad Mahmoud emphasized the importance of such a policy to improve the training of teachers and pedagogical supervisors in order to improve the results of students in all levels and levels of education. Recall the importance that the President of the Republic attached to the policy of education in training in order to enhance the wealth of human capital by raising good vocations among the children of the country. The Ministry of Interior communicates that the day of Sunday, January 1st, 2023, corresponding to the first day of the new year of the Georgian calendar, will be a holiday, non-working and paid. Taking this opportunity, the Minister of Interior sends his best wishes of happiness, prosperity, and peace to Djiboutians, as well as to the foreign community resident in the Republic of Djibouti. Shifting gears towards the international scene now, for the first time in 82 years, Brazil will wake up without Pele. With the death of the king of soccer, the country begins a 3-day national mourning, a mark of respect for Edison Artanas do Nascimento, accompanied by global condolence. After the death of Elizabeth II in September, it is another major figure of the 20th century that disappeared in 2022, causing reactions from the whole world of soccer, but also from the world of politics and culture. Well, buddies, our blood viewers, we finally conclude this edition. Thank you for being with us and make sure to tune in later for more. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. Thank you.